However, but I don't think that wrestling fizzled out. I think I just kind of moved away
You
from it.
grew up. You grew up, dude. Just say
I don't
it.
want to
Just
say
say
grew
it.
up. I don't want to say
No,
that
but
because
Nah.
it implies that
you
people
didn't.
that
Feels like judgment.
yeah,
Little
it
tap.
implies that people that still watch it are immature or need to grow up, and I don't want to insinuate that at all. I mean, I just grew a little. I don't want to say grew
All
apart
right.
from it.
Look, can I say this? Can I say this? When I say grew up, right? When I was a kid watching wrestling, I didn't know that it was fake.
Mm.
I didn't like it. It never dawned to me when I'm watching Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes fight for the
Damn.
championship. You know what I'm saying? That it's fake. When Dusty Flair's head opens and blood is pouring from his head, and he his elbows like all of the horsemen, and splits people up. It never dawned on me in any way, shape, or form that any of this was fake. What I'm saying is, as I grew older and I started watching wrestling, I started seeing it from a different lens, and then I started seeing
Right.
the setup. I started seeing the scripted fights and how things were set up.
Right.
So it started to not resonate with me the same way because then I started feeling like you got over on me. Like no, like imagine
Yo.
just for a second, walk with me. Imagine you being a kid growing up on the wrestling that we grew up on. Specifically, I'm talking to you and I'm talking to you, Vince, because y'all are of the same damn near same age. So I'm saying we grew up hardcore wrestling.
Fuck yeah, Triple
Von
A.
Erichs,
Oh my
like
god.
oh no, even before all of that, Yazzie, I'm telling you, like back the Bob Backlunds of the day, the
Yeah.
you know the Jimmy the Superfly Snookers of the day,
Yeah.
you know what I mean,
Oh my
the
goodness.
Ricky the
The million
Dragon,
dollar million dollar man.
Steamboats, the $1 Million Man, the
Ted
Mr.
DiBiase.
Perfect,
DiBiase?
Ted
yes,
DiBiase, the
Ted
million dollar
DiBiase,
man.
the
Vincent
Junkyard
Virgil.
Dog, the
How many can you?
Junkyard
How
Dog.
many can you name?
I can keep going.
60
What about
seconds.
Don
Brutus the
Morocco?
Barber Beefcake.
Brutus the
The
Barber
great,
Beefcake.
the great Muta.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
The Undertaker.
Oh
Barry
yeah.
Yokozuna.
Barry Windham.
Oh, Barry Windham. The Rockers.
Ron and Ole Anderson.
Marty Jennings. Bret Hart.
Marty Jannetty is his name.
Marty Jannetty. Owen Hart.
Jennings.
Owen Hart.
Owen
R.I.P.
Hart.
Bret and Owen Hart.
Brutus the Barber.
Luke and Axe of the Bushwhackers.
Legion of Doom.
Axe and Smash of Demolition. The Legion
Mr.
of Doom.
Perfect. Mr. Perfect.
Oh, Mr. Perfect. The Genius. Remember the Genius
Yo,
used to come out with the.
Why did we fall for this here?
Yo, Macho Man
we
Randy,
Y'all are eating yourselves right now.
Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
But listen, this is my point.
Yokozuna.
Yokozuna.
Yeah, look. So my point is, I'm like when I say what I'm saying this from a rooted wrestling fan. I'm like was rooted, like we watched it as kids, like it was like nothing. So now as I grew, I started seeing it through a new lens. Like I feel like you're seeing it the way that I saw it when I was a kid. It is not no. Let me cook. Let me cook. I'm saying that you seeing it from the and it appeals to you because the storylines appeal to you. The like she said it herself. I'm just regurgitating.
It's just like not me personally, but I'm saying from fans, like that's why they like wrestling so much. But like me personally, though, the storylines I don't give a fuck about. I just like watching them beat the shit out of each other. I don't know, like it's entertaining to me. Like the way that they go about hitting each other and like the kicks to the face when they're coming off of the fucking ropes. It's just it's great. I don't know. I live for that shit.
Okay, so you live for the choreography, and
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine. That's cool. Like, but when I was looking at it as a kid, I'm looking at it as a kid that doesn't realize that that there is a business. I'm just looking at it from the idea that these are two individuals competing for a title. a championship. It resonated to me like football, basketball, baseball, all of these things that these athletes compete at a high level to attain a certain thing. But when I see the wrestling that I've seen, and I've watched the Monday Night Raws, I've watched the SmackDowns, I've watched it. So it's not like I'm saying this from a perspective of someone who didn't even try and attempt to watch these things. I did. But when I started to see, and I think it kind of faded. I faded at the end of the Rock, right before they started the X. They started
DX?
doing X.
You stopped at DX?
That was the last
Wow.
Damn.
stuff
That was
I
when
saw.
it peaked.
Yeah.
That's when the brand peaked. That's when it reached its absolute highest point from
Yep.
there.
Yeah, I remember
forward.
X
So,
Pac. I remember X Pac and their whole legion of dudes that Triple H and X Pac and
the Nation of Domination for
Nation of
Farouk.
Domination. So I was around for that. And I think after that, that was it. I didn't come back for the Jade Cargills. I didn't come back for the Roman Reigns. I didn't come back for none of that has appealed to me. And again, this is not me shitting on nobody who watches it. I'm just saying, like, there was a time in when I looked at wrestling as a high impact sport. And now wrestling to me is a bona fide drama / business, which it's always been, but it feels more like a business now. Like it's driven like a business, as opposed to you got this up and coming wrestler that comes into the league and like a Bill Goldberg and goes and has this story of just beating every single body they put in, whether he was supposed to or not. You know what I'm saying? And that I don't see that anymore. I don't really see that ideal.
But we've had that though, right?
Yep.
We've had Brock Lesnar come through and make Bill Goldberg a shit. Like Bill Goldberg is Brock Lesnar's shadow. Like this is how much Brock Lesnar has eclipsed Bill Goldberg in wrestling.
Really?
But
Wow.
yeah. And the thing about wrestling is everybody knows it's fake. And what makes it appealing for a lot of adults who watch it, where we had that same background where we were kids, we didn't know any better, we thought it was real. But when you walked away and came back, you start looking at it for, like you said, with the adult lens, and we see it for what it is. It's a performance. Mm-hmm. And what we're now finding as the new appeal is like, who's the best performer? Like, who's the best shit talker in the lunchroom, right? Like, who's got the best disses? Who's better at freestyle? Who's better at, getting on the mic, getting in the ring and embarrassing the other person? What made The Rock so memorable for a lot of people was that he was incredibly good at that, right? Yep. He would come up with one-liners, the people's elbow, the people's eyebrow, poontang pie, shut your damn mouth if you smell what The Rock is cooking. Like, he would come up with these lines that we all hear, but they were hilarious. They were comedic timing, and it brought in all these levels and aspects of wrestling that we didn't know we could appreciate.